Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Welsh, president of Film Independent. On what feels like day 3,927 of being cooped up at home, I could not be more excited to be here with you to share our nominations for the 2021 Film Independent Spirit Awards. 2020 obviously was hell on earth, but one glorious lifeline these past few months has been the ability to watch so many great films and shows. This year's Spirit Award nominees inspired us, connected us, and have been a source of urgently needed light in some pretty dark times. So even though we're all still stuck at home, the time has arrived. Let's come together and celebrate all the great work of 2020. 3 new things to share with you about this year's Spirit Awards. First, we've introduced awards to recognize the best of television that embodies the independent spirit. The shows that we celebrate today possess the same qualities: original provocative subject matter, uniqueness of vision, and diversity that our film nominations do. Second, at a time when the country continues to undergo a serious reckoning with racial justice, Film Independent remains resolute in our commitment to fighting for a film industry that looks like the world we actually live in. So when we talk about diversity and equity at the Spirit Awards, it's not an afterthought or a side note, but a fundamental value that runs through our entire process. This year, of our nominated writers and directors, 57% are women and 48% are BIPOC. And of our nominating committee members who worked so hard to reach today's nominations, 67% were women and 63% were BIPOC. Third and finally, this year the Spirit Awards will be broadcast on IFC, not on the Saturday afternoon before the Oscars, but on the Thursday night before the Oscars. Thursday, April 22nd, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. One more note about the Spirit Awards for anyone who might be new to this. The winners of the Spirit Awards are chosen by Film Independent members. Film Independent, there you go. Film Independent is an open access organization that welcomes film lovers and filmmakers alike. No matter who or where you are on planet Earth, if you care about great storytelling, we want you as a member. In order to vote this year, please join Film Independent by February the 11th. You'll get screeners of the nominated films and shows, but most of all, you will be part of the community who decides who wins the Spirit Awards in 2021. We are so grateful for our Spirit Award premier sponsor, IFC, as well as Fiji Water, the official water of the Spirit Awards. Our sponsors make the program possible, as well as our year-round activities. So for that, we are so grateful. We're also honored to be partnering with the Association of National Advertisers, See Her, the leading global movement for gender equality in media, advertising, marketing, and entertainment, and AMC networks to further celebrate and act as a catalyst for accurate and meaningful representation in storytelling. Finally, I want to thank the people who worked so hard to come up with these nominations. This year, we had over 40 dedicated filmmakers and film lovers who spent months on our Spirit Award nominating committees. They watched and discussed over 650 films and series, fiction and nonfiction, American and international. That is a record, by the way, of the number of submissions that we got this year in order to arrive at today's nominations. With that, I will stop talking. I will go back to my Fiji water, but before, I just want to say I'm so happy to introduce 3 amazing filmmakers who will announce today's nominations. Spirit Award winners, Olivia Wilde and Barry Jenkins, and the one and only Laverne Cox. With that, Olivia, take it away.
Thank you so much, Josh. It is such an honor to be here to help announce the 2021 Film Independent Spirit Award nominees. True to independent film, I did my own hair and makeup. I don't have any snacks. And the lighting is a little iffy, but you know, we get it in the independent film community. We make it work. We make it work. And this year, so many incredible movies have come out and we get to celebrate them. And I'm just so honored to be here to help announce the nominees. So I will get started. Best Screenplay. The nominees are Bad Education, Minari, The Half of It, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Promising Young Woman. The nominees in the category of Best Cinematography: The Assistant, Bull, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Nomadland, and She Dies Tomorrow. Best Documentary. The nominees are Collective, Crip Camp, Dick Johnson is Dead, The Mole Agent, and Time. Best First Feature, this one holds a very special place in my heart because we were lucky enough to win this last year for Booksmart, and it was the greatest moment of my career. And my chair fell over and I was paralyzed with shock and didn't know what to do, and it was amazing. The nominees in the category of Best First Feature are I Carry You With Me, The 40-Year-Old Version, Miss Juneteenth, 9 Days, and The Sound of Metal. The nominees in the category of Best Supporting Male are Coleman Domingo for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Orion Lee for First Cow, Paul Racy for Sound of Metal, Glynn Turman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and Benedict Wong from 9 Days. The nominees in the category of Best Male Lead, Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Adarsh Gurev, The White Tiger, Rob Morgan, Bull, Stephen Yoon, Minari. The nominees in the category of the John Cassavetes Award, The Killing of Two Lovers, La Leyenda Negra, Lingua Franca, Residue, and Saint Francis. And I am so excited to announce this year's winner of the Robert Altman Award, which is given to one film's director, casting director, and ensemble cast. And the winner this year is One Night in Miami. Director, Regina King. Woo woo! Casting director, Kimberly R. Hardin. And the incredible ensemble cast, Kingsley Benadir, Eli Gorey, Aldous Hodge, and Leslie Odom Jr. Now, to announce the rest of these incredible nominees for this amazing year in film, I'm going to throw it over to you, Barry.
Thank you, Olivia. My name is Barry Jenkins, and this is Chauncey Wong Jenkins, and we're here to present some Spirit Award nominees to you. The nominees in the category of Best First Screenplay, which I was not nominated for, are The Assistant, Lapses, Miss Juneteenth, Palm Springs, and Straight Up. Congratulations to all those Best First Screenplay nominees. I don't know what that feels like because my first screenplay was not nominated. I'm pretty sure that's true. The nominees in the category of Best Editing, who are the nominees, Chauncey? The nominees in the category of Best Editing are I Carry You With Me, The Invisible Man, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Nomadland, and Residue. The nominees in the category of Best International Film are Bacurau, The Disciple, Night of the Kings, Preparations to Be Together for an Unknown Period of Time, and Quabides Ida. The nominees in the category of Best Supporting Female are Alexis Jacasey for Miss Juneteenth, Han Yeti for Minari, Valerie Mahaffey for French Exit, Talia Ryder for Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Yoon Yoo-jung for Minari. The nominees in the category of Best Female Lead are Nicole Bahari, Miss Juneteenth, Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Sydney Flanagan, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Julia Garner, The Assistant, Frances McDormand, Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. The nominees in the category of Best Director are Lee Isaac Chung, Minari, Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman, Eliza Hittman, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Kelly Reichardt, First Cow, and Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. And the nominees for Best Feature Film are First Cow, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Minari, Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Nomadland. And now, from myself and Chauncey, over to you, Laverne.
Thank you so much, Barry. I'm still waiting on the invitation to work together. You know I'm serious. I'll bring it for you, Barry. I'll bring it. Let's do it. I'll start with the Emerging Filmmaker Award categories. Each of these awards recognizes emerging filmmakers who have not yet received the appropriate recognition. The Truer Than Fiction Award is presented to a talented director of non-fiction features. The finalists are Cecilia Alderando, director of Landfall, Elegance Bratton, director of Peer Kids, Elizabeth Lowe, director of Stray. The Someone to Watch Award honors a talented filmmaker of singular vision. The finalists are David Meidel, director of The Killing of Kenneth Chamberlain, Ekwa Msanji, director of Farewell Amour, Annie Silverstein, director of Bull. The Producers Award, which is given to an emerging producer who, despite highly limited resources, demonstrates the creativity, tenacity, and vision required to produce quality, independent films. The finalists are Kara Durit, Lucas Joaquim, Jerry Kim. And now, to the inaugural television categories. The nominees for Best New Scripted Series are A Teacher, I May Destroy You, Little America, Small Axe, Unorthodox. The nominees for Best New Non-Scripted or Documentary Series are Atlantis Missing and Murdered, The Lost Children, City So Real, Immigration Nation, Love Fraud, We're Here. The nominees for Best Male Performance in a New Scripted Series are Adam Ali, Little America, Nico Annan, P-Valley, Amit Rahav, Unorthodox, Harold Torres, 000, Confidence, Little America. The nominees for Best Female Performance in a New Scripted Series are Elle Fanning, The Great, Shira Haas, Unorthodox, Abby McEnany, Work in Progress, Maitreyi Ramkrishnan, Never Have I Ever, Jordan Kristen Simone, We Are Who We Are. The Best Ensemble in a New Scripted Series is awarded to I May Destroy You. Ensemble cast, Michaela Cole, Papa Esiadu, Waruche Apeye, Stephen White. Congratulations to all the nominees today. And remember, only Film Independent members vote for the winners of the Spirit Awards. So to become a member, visit filmindependent.org and join today. And don't forget, tune in on our new date and time, Thursday, April 22nd at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, only on IFC.
Thank you, Laverne. And thank you, Olivia and Barry and Chauncey. And Luna, thanks you too. Congratulations to all of today's nominees. And remember, only Film Independent members vote for the winners of the Spirit Awards. So if you'd like to do that, and I hope you do, please become a member of Film Independent. Just visit filmindependent.org and you can figure it out there. Don't forget, tune in our new date and time, Thursday, April the 22nd at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on IFC. With that, thank you all so much, and we look forward to seeing you soon.